Hey everybody. I want you to hear this word, by Barbara Yoder. I'm going to play it on my phone and put it up here so you can hear it. This was given Tuesday night. Before I continue with my series on praying in the Spirit, I want you to hear this because it is so encouraging about where we are now. Barbara Yoder was around in the 70s. I remember getting her cassette tapes. If any of you remember cassette tapes, that's how we used to listen to teaching. Anyway, dynamite lady. She's got to be close to 80, I guess now, but she looks great, doing wonderful. And this was on a prayer call that Clay Nash, a pastor named Clay Nash, has set up. And he's out of Arkansas, Little Rock. And you can find him at claynashministries.org. Very amazing man. He's a prophetic intercessor, and he's got these people. He's associated with Dutch Sheets. And anyway, he's got some dynamite prayer people on this call every 2 weeks, and I'm listening to it. He's going to be weekly up until the presidential election, starting about 3 months before the election, I think. Anyway, I want you to hear Barbara Yoder, because it's very encouraging. He just goes around and asks these people what they're hearing, and this is Barbara, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to hear it from here. I'm going to have my volume all the way up here. Okay.
Yeah, we can.
You can see so deep. That was crazy. I think I dialed you 10 times.
She couldn't get on at first.
Amen.
What I'll tell you, I have literally been immersing myself in Exodus and Deuteronomy particularly, and then Joshua. And I really believe that God has given us the revelation of the ecclesia. And he's also given us the revelation of the degree of angelic assistance that's assigned to us.
Ecclesia, she said.
And that, to me, this Passover to Pentecost is a huge supernatural, maybe the biggest sign in my lifetime, of what, for me, I believe God is doing and how he's causing me to position myself, because I believe that it's the time of the ecclesia understands who it is now. And there's a critical mass of ecclesia. And so
just a second. She said the ecclesia understands who it is now. Now, you know, ecclesia is church. And she's saying we, as the church, we're beginning to understand who we are now, which is a legislative body, right? Okay, so I'm going to continue.
On through Passover, 40 days of Passover, Jesus ascended. The last 10 days, they met in the upper room, and on the 50th day, which is the amount of time from Passover to Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, and/or Pentecost in the New Testament, it's the 50th day, and it's Pentecost, and I just have this thing in my gut. I am not discouraged. I am not baffled. I do not listen to all this conspiracy theory stuff. I mean, I know there's a lot of deep state stuff going on, and some of it I'm very well aware of. But I honestly believe that God is getting ready. I'm expecting it at Pentecost for there to be a crowning of the ecclesia, because he said we would reign as kings in the earth in Revelation, or on the earth in Revelation 5. And so I just
crowning of the ecclesia.
There is a huge encounter. Before Joshua began to war, the commander-in-chief of the armies of God appeared to him, and it was a very sovereign thing. And I just believe we're getting ready to have huge encounters with commanding angelic generals or commanders, whatever you call them. And that literally we're going to be empowered with a power that I don't think any of us have ever seen in our lifetime. And that we are going to begin to take territory.
Yes.
strategic army rising up that are more than enlisted, that we signed up. We've heard the call and we signed up. And there is this huge gift of faith coming on to us that literally we can take on anything. And I believe that by the end of Pentecost, Pentecost begins the 28th, goes to the 30th of May, that there is going to be a force in the earth to be reckoned with that has never been reckoned before. And I honestly believe it's the birthing of the latter, the latter church. There's the former, which I look at the New Testament beginnings, and then the latter church. And I believe it's the birthing of the church that is going to culminate, the end of this time period. I'm extremely excited about it. I'm extremely pumped. And I can't get out of those passages. And then the corresponding ones in the New Testament. And we are not going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to fight the battle. There's going to be a battle ahead of us. The biggest battle that was the first one that Joshua took on, which was Jericho. And I believe that the walls of Jericho surrounding this nation are going to come tumbling down.
Yes.
And we are going to retake
Lord.
the White House. We're going to retake the Department of Justice. We're going to retake the Department of Defense. We're going to retake the State Department. That I declare that all those that are warring against the Great Awakening, the global harvest, the revival in the church, that they are either going to be removed, they're going to be turned around, or they're going to die. And there's a choice depending on on how they choose. I think we're entering times we're going to be baffled. We're going to be shocked. There's going to be shocking, supernatural things that happen. At times, I'm in this place where I think there's going to be such a confrontation that in one moment that coronavirus is just going to drop dead. I believe that's the kind of authority that we have been moving towards in the body of Christ. We are not weaklings. We are powerful.
Yes.
We are powerful through God to the pulling down of strongholds that seek to destroy the mandate of this nation.
Yep.
And I declare to you that it is coming to the end. 1 Corinthians 2 says that there is an enemy, but he is coming to naught. And I declare out right now, I feel it so intensely, I can't get out of those passages, that it is time. He has had a time, he has had a season, but now he is coming to naught, and we are going to start seeing victory after victory.
Amen.
Victory after victory after victory roll out. It will not be without a war. It will not be without confrontation, but we are well able to take the land, and God is delivering it into our hands. Amen.
Yes.
The hands of the ecclesia.
Yeah.
Into the hands of the ecclesia.
I just want to make sure that
declared all that.
More in a minute.